I make this look good.
Are you not entertained?
America's first competition talk show. You're in the hub.
A couple of weeks ago, Father's Day, maybe you missed it because you were, I don't know, out spending time with your dad, having a steak, going to Outback, something like that. You might have missed your opportunity to be an early adopter and check out fatherhood.gov. This is the new website developed by the Department of Health and Human Services using your tax dollars at work, to teach you how to be a better dad, to be a good mentor. And POTUS Obama was there to mentor you on the process of becoming a more caring individual. And Bert, you said it was a flash site, right? So I mean, we did pretty good work, right?
Oh,
for
we
taxpayers.
did great. We did. Our website people did a good job on it. I don't know how much we paid for it, but
the only thing that really frustrates me, I'm sure we paid it hard.
They worked harder on other things like they do on websites.
We'd be in great shape. To me, the only thing that offends me about this is that the government will not allow me to buy .gov domain names right now, because as a greedy capitalist, I right now will be gobbling up every one of those I can get my hands on, because I know this administration, and there's a resale market for this coming, if not already. There's nothing they won't get their hands on. But Jerry, I mean, you're the father in the room, so I've got to throw this your way. Yeah. How is this different? I mean, I know we kind of joke about it, but over the years, Department of Health and Human Services, we've had the President's Physical Fitness Test. We've had other programs.
John Kennedy started it.
At JFK, and we've had programs that have been started by various administrations to try and encourage good lifestyle habits. How is this different, if at all? Why should this offend people?
It's intrusive. It's absolutely intrusive. In fact, President Obama, if you're listening, I just read this. I'm offended. It's offensive. I mean, tips on fatherhood, mentoring my boys. Come on. You got to be kidding. This is off the farm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know why we're so upset. I mean, they're just trying to hold our hand through life. You're just trying to
that's true. Yeah.
Stroke on the back.
We need them, Joel. We need them.
More than we know. Apparently, we don't know enough, and they're working overtime to encourage us. Whitney?
I was just going to say, actually, in reviewing for the bar lately, I was going over constitutional law, and one of the privacy rights that is a part of the Constitution is the right to raise your children the way that you see fit. The government is not allowed to intrude in how you raise your children in any way. And I understand that this is just supposed to be a suggestion and, just in case you aren't sure and you want guidance, here it is. But that's really crossing a fine line when the government starts putting out things that are technically unconstitutional. You cannot tell people how to raise their children. Well,
let's read through a few of these just so we can learn and grow together. Tip number 2 that they highlighted in the article I'm reading says that, here's an offer: watch a game of television with your children, and you can cheer for your favorite team, chat about the plays, and then mute the commercials so that you can have a conversation with your child and that type of thing. And and ask him how life is going. Well, Dad, a lot better until you muted the ad, which would have helped me enhance my life if I learned about the product.
Ads are capitalism, Joel.
But honestly, that kind of thing is the offense we're talking about.
Oh, absolutely. It's nuts. I particularly like the one about buying the fluorescent light bulbs.
Yeah.
That's mentoring.
Has anybody had a story about that? Have you tried to install these before?
No comment.
Okay. I literally
conservative.
You got the lights out in front of my yard. 2 weeks ago, I tried to do this with they make them now for floodlights, and so you put them in right. You stick it up with that long stick that's supposed to get it all the way up there. The thing slipped out of the little hole, fell out, hit the ground, and I literally saw 50 yards away the neighbor's cat. Just like that.
Mercury.
I ran out with a hazmat suit 5 minutes later to try to save myself in the neighborhood. But Nate,
not just that, they don't tell you about the harmonic ring that messes with the equilibrium. If you're too close to it, it like rings and it'll actually mess with your equilibrium and make you kind of dizzy.
You get heart palpitations too if you do it long enough.
Yeah,
and it's like we're talking about healthcare, and I will fight Obama.
You will fight. You have a candidate for insurance commissioner that will fight Obama on
absolutely.
on the lighting.
Joel, I wanted to mention something real quick on the offensive part that Jerry mentioned here. I actually browsed through the website today just to see some of the propaganda that was being put out there, and I came across this statement regarding fatherhood. If you get deployed or incarcerated, can you be a dad from that far away? Are you really important at all? That was actually on the website. They are comparing criminals to the great men and women that are serving this country overseas. They put that in the same sentence and asked the question, can you be a good dad that far away? that right there should get the whole website shut down. Just that one statement right there should have the damn thing shut down.
Well, you know,
and it's like biting off the hand. I mean, if you're you're getting this coming from the administration, from your commander in chief.
Exactly. The one we're supposed to respect that General McChrystal can't say anything about, or any of his staff, because that's,
it was good medicine he was trying to offer. He just didn't want to take it. Nate?
Well, if you ask me, this is just an attempt for the government to kind of like get into your child's life, and start as a suggestion. But when does the government actually suggest something and it doesn't become fully enforced later on? Like, you have to do this. And it is very, very intrusive. And it just seems like a way to brainwash your children, if you ask me, and get inside every person's life. It's like an indoctrination almost.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no place that they don't have a role in now. You look at tip number 3. This one kills me. Take a virtual vacation with your children. Decide on a destination. Then borrow a library book that features facts and photos of your dream locale, and prepare a meal based on the native cuisine and enjoy it together while you watch a documentary about the country. They get specific here.
Sitting around smoking dope, going,
tell you exactly.
So great. I now have to be Ken freaking Burns to be a good father.
And if I don't do it, they're gonna take them.
Yeah, they're gonna take my children if I don't sit in the. This is a safari, son. Let's eat crap that we would otherwise not eat unless you held a gun to our head.
I mean,
I know that's cultural sensitivity. They'll ship me off.
Site or something like that. You have your kids go to the site and survey. Say, did your dad do this? Did your dad do that?
Oh, that's the next step. That's the next step right there. Yeah.
Ratondad.gov.
You got that security yet?
That's coming up next.
You better grab it.
Maybe you could just teach your children that if dad really works and if you really work, you can afford to take a safari vacation. We don't have to sit in our living room if daddy actually brings in money. And if capitalism works, then you know what? We can actually go to Africa and we can see what it looks like there.
What a concept.
Wow. I mean, for one thing, I want to assume, though, with that tip right there, I mean, it assumes that the vacation must be taken out of the U.S. That the entire
webpage is built around somebody being unemployed. Like every family in America, if you look at it, every single thing is about how to do stuff on the cheap. I mean, every single tip is that way. Talking during commercials. You're going to build a life with your kid in 2-minute intervals. Wonderful.
Tip 5. Plan ahead so you and your little trick-or-treaters are safe on Halloween. Examine all the treats for choking hazards and tampering before allowing your kids to eat them. They're eating a bunch of crap full of high fructose corn syrup. How safe could that be? I don't care how you do it.
Well, it's also that's not a new concept. I mean, I remember being a child and people talking about sickos putting razors in candy, and you can't eat it unless it's the individually packaged. That's an old one. That's old school.
Well, there was a guy that died at a movie theater one time because he sat on a needle that had been planted there, and he ended up coming up with AIDS. Yeah, true story. Yep. True story. I read it on the internet.
I thought it was an urban legend.
Nate, you don't mess with the daily cause. So I mean, we agree that this thing is it's over the top, and I honestly, if I'm not letting my kid watch an ad, how's my kid going to learn to be a greedy capitalist bastard and appreciate the country for all that we are under the free market society we live? And how much longer will we have that? Fathers like that, no telling. We'll see you tomorrow on the Hub.